I tell.
Oh, here we go. We are being live streamed. Welcome to another edition of the Tuddle Daily Podcast live stream, 11 a.m. edition. I talked about this on the audio podcast. I love Charlie Alemo to death, and we're going to talk later on, but he said he needed a little bit of a break. He's gone
He
through
dumped
some
you.
loss. What's that now?
He dumped you.
No, he didn't dump
I don't
me,
know,
and I don't
man.
want no jokes, no jokes.
Nah, I
Like
mean, a little bit of a
seriously,
break is there's no such thing as a little bit of a break. It's either
well,
you
no,
break
there
or you
is,
don't.
there is, there is. Like, see, Charlie is like me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I work very, very well with Charlie and stuff, and he's like me. I get down on myself, and he's going through some loss right now, and it was like, cool, man. Like, I really do appreciate you,
Right.
and everything because he does add a lot to the show. I listen to it, and I think that you and him did a great show the
You
day that
listened
I
to it
was gone.
Friday or was it
Uh,
Thursday?
it was you guys did it Thursday. We didn't do anything on Friday, and I think you and Charlie worked well with each other. Like you
I
really
agree, but now it's like we did a show together, and then all suddenly he's not here.
no,
You
that's
know,
not
like
it.
what
That's
happened?
not it at
I
all.
know.
No, that's not it at all. But dude, all right. So on Saturday, I had my dad's memorial celebration party,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came over to Tampa because I went to the Bucks game with Ciroc. Now,
Mm-hmm.
all right, if I have ever seen any reverse racism in my life, I trying to get on this exclusive island that Ciroc lives on. You do
No,
live on an island. You do live on an island, right? You do know that, correct?
it's a little island. Yeah, yeah. I guess you could say that.
Okay, so I get there, African American guard, and
Mm-hmm.
he's looking at my truck, looking it up and
Calvin. He's
down.
nice. He's nice. His name is Calvin
Oh,
with the
very,
glasses.
very, very, very nice. But oh, by the way, you called him and you didn't even answer the phone. Like I had to call you on my phone just to
No,
get you an answer. And
so
he
I
was
don't
like,
have
man, that's effed up.
the gate, the security gates like numbers saved. So it was like unknown. I never really answer unknown numbers, especially if they don't leave a message.
Mhm.
And then you called after that, so I figured it was the gate.
Okay, so I get there and he's like giving me a hard time because I have a toolbox on the back of my truck, and he's like, yeah, it's a weekend, man. We're not supposed to be letting contractors in and stuff. And then he looks in the back and he's like, oh man, you got a lot of fruit back there. And I felt really uncomfortable because they weren't bananas, they were plantains.
Yeah, just tell me it's a
But
food
but
truck.
yeah, but no, but do you get what I'm saying though? Like a reverse racism, like I was getting judged about coming
Try to
in there.
bribe him with some bananas.
No, that's not what
Hey,
I'm saying, Sarah.
how
Like,
many?
I'm not,
How many? How much? How many? Come on, come
how
on.
many of these mini bananas do I got to give you to be able to get onto the most? Is it inclusive or exclusive island
Inclusive
and
maybe.
Tampa?
Nah, I mean it's honestly I think people see the security gate and they assumed, it's some type of amazing neighborhood, and it's nice, but it's nothing
I
that.
shut up. There is no crime. When was the last time somebody got robbed in on your island, your private island that you live
uh,
on?
I don't know, man. We really don't have like a. I mean, look at our security guy. Do you think our security guard would be able to handle his own against any type of criminal?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
seen
yeah,
them?
yeah. I think they're carrying. I bet they got guns
No,
inside there.
hell no. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
trust
bet
them
they
with
do.
guns. No, they got a
No.
golf cart. They have keys to, you know, access certain places, and they have
Mhm.
like a button a hotline you can call. That's about it.
All right, so I get to Sirach's and he comes out and he is walking what you would say is one of the most non-masculine dogs that you could ever think of. And this dog has got like one of those, not just a collar, because you're so worried about
No,
hurting your dog's little neck or whatever, that you put them on in a little vest.
yeah, it's the
And
hardest.
this dog is wearing a goddamn bow tie, people.
He's a
What
classy. He's a classy guy. He's a
what
classy
can
guy.
are we allowed to say what the dog's name is?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, he's not like he doesn't
I
have like
mean, well, Capone. I mean,
not
it's
a secret
Capone.
agent. Yeah,
Is
he's
it
Capone. But
Capote? A Capone?
Capone, but he's the furthest thing from like Al Capone. Like he
All right.
is softer than how he looks, I guess.
Now I would love. Is your chick back in town yet or
Yeah,
no?
I just came back from picking her up actually from the airport.
Oh, she is here.
Yeah,
Would she like to know like how long like you actually walked him before? You know,
it was like 20 minutes.
no, whatever, dude. Like you were
Listen.
like
You gotta understand with small dogs, they don't need a lot of like, you know what I mean, like once around the block or around the parking garage or just down the steps to the elevator and back up is that's enough for him. You know, he's tiny. He doesn't need a
Can
lot.
you please tell your lady I said hello?
I
Be
will.
like,
I will.
yo, hey, Tuddle.
I told her when you were here.
Whatever.
She was
Okay.
like, "Did Tuttle like the place? I hope it was clean for him and all that." And I was
Yes,
like,
I loved
you
it.
know,
I loved it. I mean, you did leave some brown streaks in the guest
I did
bathroom
that.
there, though.
That's
Yeah,
all
you
right.
may
It
see. That's the thing
happens.
about it. I mean, they're living in like the high rise deluxe apartment in the
Listen,
sky.
I mean, it could be higher. To be honest with you, I think we're a little low. 4 floors a little low.
But so then we leave there. Oh, we IV up first. We don't like actually
Which
get the
did it help
needle,
you?
but
Did it help you? Because okay, so timeout. I don't know, a couple months ago, I told Tuttle that I take an IV, whether it was a liquid IV, little packet, or actually going to a place to get an IV done after drinking or before drinking. Okay, and Tuttle definitely took an IV with me on Sunday, so that negates everything you ever said about me taking IV. Because in that heat of the sun, you know it helped.
okay. So we go and we walk out of it because once again, I guess Sirach is running with the wrong crew. And he knows that it's going to take a long time to get his friends into the gate to come pick us up. So we have to
Hmm.
walk to the front gate so we can save time.
It was a great walk.
No,
No,
I
he
did
took
not
the
take an
one,
IV
the
in the.
powdered one.
Yeah, I took the powder one. I didn't take one in the vein. But so
But next time.
we get picked up by your friends.
Hmm.
What is that little area right there that we
We
got picked up at? Like it looks like almost like a armature works type area. Like
it's we're like Jackson's, which is like a little bistro or whatever, and American Social. So it's kind of like so when a lot of people come to visit Tampa, say if they stay at the Marriott or something like that, it's one of those like touristy like restaurants you can go to have a good time, and it's right on the water and all that crap.
all right, so we get picked up.
Hmm.
We go. We end up parking. And I talked about this story. Tell me about your guys for your friend's house that we parked at because some white dude was giving a hard time, and then your boy came walking out of his house,
uh,
and like everything was like cool from there because this is the biggest mother effer I've seen in quite some time. And like,
who Kitty?
yeah, wait, you're tell me that's not your friend's name, Kitty. Like
No,
the guy
Kenny.
that Kenny. I was about to say,
Kitty.
I was like, I mean that would make you one hard person.
Kitty.
That like if you were that big and tough, that your street name was Kitty. Yo, here comes Kitty down the road, Joe.
Everybody hide your jewelry, hide everything. Um, no, it's Kenny. We actually call him Youngblood, which is kind of funny. But so that house that he lived at. So just to give you guys kind of like a visual example. So he lives like maybe 5 minute walk
It's
to
like
the stadium?
yeah, it's like 2 blocks from the Morgan and Morgan like
Yeah.
office building right there. So I'd say 5-8 minute walk. But the great thing about the walk where he is like some of the best food spots
Right.
are right
Right.
there. So yeah,
So
I mean it was a great, amazing spot.
so the house that he lives at, which obviously he rents, is actually owned by 717. You know, like the park. They own like a lot of parking lots and
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
valets. So what happens is the guy there's a guy out there actually working for 717, like letting people park in the yard that you got to pay for, obviously. But
But on his land, like his 30
right,
acre, yeah, like
exactly.
he gets to be able to let people park right out front, right? Like if he
Where,
wants to.
right. So if you're like in his driveway or like to the you know where we parked, kind of like to the right in front of the
Yeah, yeah,
actual
yeah.
house. I can park there.
We did
But
it white trash style. Like we just parked
yeah.
right in the front of the yard, like right in front of the house.
Now
Um,
the
now,
funny part is though, remember across the street?
yeah, I got wait. You're getting ahead of me
All
because I
right,
was
okay,
just
go
about to
ahead.
bring that up. Now, what do you mind giving the name of your two friends? Because I do like
Oh, Martin and Tony.
All right, so Martin and Tony, they were like, as soon as you stepped out of the car, man, they were getting at you like
Oh,
hard. They were like, no, I'm being dead serious. Like Ciroc, man, I'm being your friend and everything, but man, they were like, man, they
talking mess.
fucking, I'd say I just cursed. I was like, man, they effing hate
Ah,
Ciroc.
yes, there we go.
No, but they did. They were like, man, they hate Ciroc. Why does he even go over there and like talk to them? It was like they hate his goddamn guts. And I was like, what is this about, man?
No, they listen. They love just starting stuff. They're just best. As you can see, what
Can
happened
you
later on in the
explain who
afternoon.
was across the street though? Who?
All right, so I don't want to be too.
I know
I
you
don't
got
want
to
to
be
be too loud.
quiet. All right,
But
I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll
oh
say
yeah,
it. Okay.
you say please.
All right. So let me believe that it was your girlfriend's family,
Cousin.
friends, cousins. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
So they lived
so
there
yeah, but why would your friends like say that?
because they just I don't even want to say I don't want to swear, but they
They're
just talk.
esters.
Yeah, they talk. They love doing that. I mean, as you can see what happened later on in the afternoon after the game, we love just kind of just jabbing and roasting each other.
All right, so we park, we're walking. By the way, Ciroc is like I learned this weekend. Ciroc is a frat boy. Ciroc is a frat boy.
Whoa, what is that supposed to mean?
You are a frat boy. You are walking down the street carrying and by the way, like you didn't even
Modelos.
buy the Modelos. Why were they making you carry the Modelos around? Like I
I
don't
bought it
understand it.
because so we switched. So last time we went to the game, I bought the beer. This time he bought the beer.
Man, y'all drink some of the whitest frat boy
Modelo's?
beer. Yeah, like for
That
real.
is that
Like,
is straight Mexican.
and somebody was drinking Stella Artois. Like the first beer that somebody tried to give me was a Stella, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, I can't. I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, but
And
what do you drink at a tailgate?
oh, I would drink. Look, and then okay, all right. So this is even. So we get to the tailgate party. Okay,
Hmm.
I will say this is one of the times where I really felt old, especially since I can't drink. But I'm over there talking to like the parents that are like cooking on the grill, and I'm like, all right, what are you cooking on the grill here? It's like they're jalapeno poppers and like chicken wings. But then your buddy that we rode with,
Yeah.
I didn't know he is like a really, really good chef.
No. Don't gas him
Or
up. No,
sous
he's
chef.
not a
No,
really,
then why
really.
was everybody saying he's a great sous chef?
He's just better than us. That's it. He's compared
But
to
he
other.
hopped on the grill like he was showing out, like a rapper or a mixer, like seeing a turntable somewhere and is like, "Yo, I got to get on this thing."
Yeah,
Or
but
like
he
anybody that's played the piano,
he
like
deals
I got to
with
jump
he
on
deals
this
with
piano.
sushi. He deals with sushi. So I don't know how that would equate to like
So
barbecue type food.
was I pissing him off when I was like showing him like that TikTok page that Wave Mount Dora
Oh
sushi place?
no. He doesn't care. He doesn't.
Okay,
He has no
but he was
aspirations to like
agreeing.
own like a sushi shop or nothing. No.
But he was agreeing. He was like, "Yeah, man, they got really tight social media." Da 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 da. But all right, so I'm getting way ahead of myself. Okay, I have never also been. The reason why I say frat boy is that you guys were playing drinking games, and
Oh yeah, it's 11 a.m. You have to.
I've never needed a reason to drink. Okay. What I'm saying is, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if, for example, when you're playing beer pong, okay,
Hmm.
with you guys, we're not even drinking. This is very millennial beer pong that they
No,
were
time
playing.
out, time
Wait,
out.
no,
You know
you
why?
guys,
You know why?
no,
Listen,
I don't
these
give a
days
damn.
you don't listen. In an outside setting, you don't you don't actually put because it's not like we or like at somebody's house where we could just refill with water. It's like we have water bottles, so you just fill up with water and you just drink out of the beer that you have to the side, or else we would just run out of water and we would and then you don't want to be drinking beer in somebody else's it's just with COVID and stuff, all that crap.
I never saw you wear a mask one single time the whole
Right?
day. Guess who had their mask on? Wait. Guess who had a mask on when he was talking to going and hanging out? Hey, let's go meet our buddies behind the pirate ship. We'll get to that one because I swear to God, that was straight out reminded me. I started having a panic attack because I thought it was out of like a zombie apocalypse movie. Like, I'm being dead ass serious. So we get to the tailgate party. You guys are not even playing beer pong. Like, once again, like I said, what happens? Like, the point is you want to drink, okay? So say you're a good beer pong thrower and they're having to drink the whole time and they suck. You're not getting the drink. Do you see my point?
Yeah, but like, I mean, we were playing with 6 cups. The table,
by the way, with water.
The table wasn't standard size, so that's another one.
With water, not even the real alcohol that you're supposed to drink in the cup.
My calves were getting like a 3rd-degree burn from the sun because it was so hot.
And if I also had to go on another adventure with you, or how many times you asked people randomly if they had those like Panama Jack, Tampa Bay hats or whatever just to cover up your neck. Like, see, this
it was so hot. I swear, Vulture, if you were there, you would. It was like we were in an oven, pretty much.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you could tell, like, after the Dolphins started getting their asses handed to them, you could tell how much I wasn't paying attention to the game. I was like, yo, man, I bet we get at least 5 minutes out of that cloud that's coming.
Yeah, we're looking up at the sky, waiting for a cloud to come to time some shade.
It's like, I think that cloud we might get a corner of that cloud. Come on, cloud. We were like, it's like we were betting on, instead of horses, we were betting on clouds.
The good thing is though, like, everybody was hot, so it wasn't like we were just like being punished, just where we were sitting.
Not the people on that one side on the lower deck, and then
the club section.
The game, and the game you take me to, your buddy's not working the front door to be able to get us in.
I don't have his number actually. That's why.
See, that's why you keep everybody's number.
I don't remember his name. That's why.
Do what I do. You said he was Asian, right?
He looked like he was like black and Thai.
Okay, all right. So we'll go Philippines. Oh, you go like Philippine Pat, and then you write, met him front door, runs door at the Bucks game in the note.
You gotta understand, Tuddle, I used to work with him for a long time, so
we'll get to the people that you used to work with too. By the way, because all your friends probably thought I was like the old, like, awkward, creepy guy, like sitting around, but I was just taking mental notes the whole time. So then you guys played. I talked about this on Tom and Dan yesterday when I was on their show, the Thunderstruck game that you guys played.
That wasn't my idea though.
No, that wasn't your idea, but like, I had never ever seen that before, and yet they played it twice. And the one guy that drove us to it, well, explain the Thunderstruck game to people.
Okay, so I feel like you guys didn't play this in college. I feel like you did.
No, I didn't. Well, for one, I went to community college.
It's a really common game. But that song Thunderstruck, and basically you just get in a circle. You get in a circle, preferably with at least more than 3 people, or else you guys are gonna get blacked out drunk within 5 minutes. And every time they say Thunderstruck, you chug your beer, you drink your beer.
Or just say thunder in general.
Thunder, yeah.
Anytime they say thunder.
Yeah, you drink your beer, and then once they say it again, it switches to the next person. And then I think there's about 3 points in the song where
it's just straight guitar, no thunder.
Yeah, it's like a minute straight.
Yeah, it's like, and if you're that poor bastard, and the guy that drove us, I'm sitting there watching it the whole time. I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be an interesting ride home, because I think he did 5 straight beers.
He did 5 straight
during that one. And then the whole time I had to hear about those 5 straight beers. And I'm just like, am I like that older generation? Like, oh man, like if I had a panic attack back in the day, which I do have panic attacks, you would all be speaking German right now, or, like, I just wanted to look at him like, you guys are all drinking seltzers. You're all drinking imported beers.
Okay, so what are you supposed to
one seltzer?
Let me ask you this. What are you supposed to drink at a tailgate? Just straight
Uh,
fireball.
liquor and some like
No.
maybe
See,
go with a very strong like Ballast Point craft beer or
you gotta
something
see
like that.
if you're in. I say if you're in a northern state and it's October like it was, and you're at a game, yeah, you can handle that. But it was 99 degrees. No way in hell am I drinking liquor at 11 a.m. for a 1 o'clock game with no shade. You would have died. We would have died in our seats.
Okay, so after the Sherpa dropped us off to our seats, which I turned off Sirach's oxygen tank and I turned off my oxygen tank
Yep.
because we were way up there. And I'm not bitching or complaining. I'm just saying
Were we that high?
they were great. Yeah, we were pretty high.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
were
we were
pretty
up there.
high. And then, oh, and you did the common mistake where like everybody already gets annoyed when they get up. You went down the wrong row. And I was like, Sirach, we're one more up. And you're like, really? Oh, yeah, we are. And we had to go up one more. And then the guy behind us was like even extraordinarily annoyed because he already had the people up in front of him.
Well,
And
that's his
then,
fault. He should know
well, how
better.
is that? No, you should have been able to pick the right row. But
People were moving around a lot. It kind of threw me off because
Yeah,
one
there
guy I
were,
saw,
man.
he was in a different spot the next time, so it threw me
we
off.
were around a lot of Finns fans too. Like
Well,
a
so
lot.
my tickets are in the on the away side. That's why.
Okay. So then you decide to take us down to the
Pirate ship.
the pirate ship at halftime.
Oh, so we were supposed to meet at halftime with my buddy, right? We'll
I
get drinks, we'll do whatever, but that
So-
didn't actually go as
if-
planned.
I don't know. Hold on. If I could have gotten my hands away from my side because that's how tightly packed in we were, I would have tried to kill you with my own bare hands. Like that is how I was like,
it was shoulder to shoulder. It was like a concert almost.
oh, and by the way, Sirach does that. Oh, so what's going on?
I don't know. I thought you heard Capone barking in the background.
Oh, okay. Then like when we're packed as tight as we've ever been, we haven't moved for like 3 minutes. Instead of Sirach, like he sees a black Hillsborough, right?
I think Hillsborough County Sheriff.
Yeah, county sheriff, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" And then they just do like this like long like 30-second like handshake or whatever.
That was my buddy.
And I'm like, Sirach, the stairs are right there, man. You could have got us up the stairs until this bitch cleared out. Nope.
What am I gonna tell him to do? Like, hey man, can you pull your taser out and just start tasing people in front of us?
No, I said tear gas to help separate them.
Yeah, I don't know if they carry tear gas like on their waist.
And then do you remember like what really caused the backup was them trying to get this like, okay, for one,
The guy was dehydrated.
Okay, but then his daughter behind her, like nobody would give her any room. She's already on like one of those little carts that you use to wheel around because you hurt your leg or whatever.
Yeah, the one
He's
really.
like, I'm the daughter of the guy that's fainted, and we're like, just get the hell out of the way, bitch.
Bro,
it was just like.
But isn't that crazy though? Like how like packed it was. Where like somebody literally could be dying and they would not be able to get any type of attention or get people to move out of the way. Like people just stand there like, oh, I'm trying to get a beer.
That's why I you notice like I always don't when I get in those situations I don't point forward. But guess what? Had my mask on the whole time. Guess who didn't have their mask on?
Oh, I didn't have my mask on. No.
Yeah.
But you took it off plenty of times.
Yeah, when we were out in the open air, not when we were packed in.
Yeah,
like,
the guy. Listen,
Sirach,
on our seats, the
bad.
guy in front of us from Jurassic Park, he probably had COVID. Who knows?
Okay, all right, but we were still outside though, and it was so hot up there. I don't think the COVID virus could actually live up in that area.
Evaporate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was not enough oxygen to be able to survive up there, and it was too hot. Usually whenever you get higher, it's actually supposed to get colder. Not at that stadium. It's like your Icarus getting too close to the sun and your wax wings melt and you fall to your death.
I know.
But I will say,
I do wish we were at our seats when the C-58 flew over.
Yeah. Oh no, you didn't. I sent you the video.
No, but I wish
Remember,
we were
you
like
were
in our
not.
seats though at the time. Because
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
we were
yeah.
like
That would
kind
have
of in the
been pretty
walkway.
badass.
Yeah.
But I did get a great video of that and that great shot. You know, the one thing about the seats, that's one, if you are looking to get the best, because I know a lot of people, you know how I'm into
Hmm.
astrophotography, people love getting great shots of skylines of
Yeah.
cities and stuff. That just from that position, because depending on which way you look at a city, it just looks differently from its
Right.
skyline. That
Right.
is, I think, by far the best view of downtown Tampa.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. And on a, I mean, I know it was hot, but on a clear sky day too. I mean, it was perfect.
All right. Hold on. All right. So the mic keeps going out. All right. So then after that, I'm like, all right. So we get out of there. What is it? Like
Yeah, we left
three
early.
thirty?
Well, we left
Yeah.
mid fourth,
Well,
pretty
with
much.
eight, yeah, like eight, maybe 6, 8 minutes left in the fourth
Hmm.
quarter. And then you guys all want to go get something to eat. And I'm like, all right, yes, we're just going to go to a street vendor. We're going to get something. And nope, 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 nope. Once again, we go to the frat spot. We go to the frat spot. Um, and they're all buying shots. And then
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ciroc, so like, all right. Oh, this is also the other thing. This is how much out of place I look. The chick that was running the front like bar,
Yeah.
it took her forever to get ready because she had this gimmick goat suit on, which I don't know what the goat like thing is. It for because of Tom Brady? Is that
No,
why?
I think it was just like a Halloween costume thing.
Um,
I
I,
know, a little early, but
Halloween's
she's
still
like that.
far
She's
way
like that. I don't
away.
know. She's weird. You gotta like, when
Oh,
someone weird does
oh,
some, you gotta like clap for her, kind of type of deal.
oh, yeah. Guess what? Guess who didn't get a water offer to him?
She didn't know
This
you was with
guy.
us.
Yeah, because I look so out of place. And guess what? You guys, when you got the drunker you got, the more you forgot about me.
No, I didn't forget. I
You
listen. I listen. I was like, all right,
mm,
where's Tuttle? Where's Tuttle? Where's Tuttle? I had my eye on you the entire time.
and then Sirach gets this shot, and I'm watching him. Like I said, I'm observing. Sirach doesn't want to get too hammered. He
Hmm.
walks down to the other end of the bar and hides it behind a napkin holder, like he is drinking. He oversells it. He goes, man,
Listen, it was a shot of
man, that was a.
tequila, and it makes you want to puke sometimes.
And
Like
guess
how
what?
bad?
We
How
went
bad would I
outside. I
look?
got
We
that
got the
video.
bartender dressed as a goat. She doesn't even know you're there. I'm freaking puking on the side. I got friends that are talking mess to each other. I mean, that whole scene was a mess.
So then we go down to this taco joint, which I got to tell you was really, really good.
Yeah, I like it.
And then you ended up drinking these margaritas, I guess that also have a Corona
Corona
that come
Rita.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then the thing is that me and you, we got the chips and dip, and your
Hmm.
boys came in later. And it was over after that because like if we didn't get what we wanted to get before they got there, they went through that thing like a locust goes through like a wheat field because I swear to God that those chips,
We're
that
good.
guac, queso, and salsa and chips were gone like within a minute or two.
Yeah,
Minute or two.
they're savages.
And then we couldn't even like me and you ordered first. And then
Hmm.
they couldn't decide because Ciroc decided that he thinks it's a great idea. Oh, by the way, complete dick move on your part
Which what?
where we were like, we'll stick around, we'll drink some more, but you got to get through that margarita in like 7 seconds. And
Oh yeah.
his guy's like, okay.
Oh, there you
His
go.
guy is just like, yeah, I'll do it. And there's no way. I knew for a fact as a professional drinker all my life, I was like, there's no
Yeah, when
way.
he was talking.
Especially
You
you're
know.
using a straw. You're using a straw. He just chugged as hard as he could. And then after that, it was just all downhill
I think that's what
because
made him angry, though. The
you are
chugging.
from Michigan, he's from Ohio. And I kind of get what your other guy was saying. Like, if you're such a Cleveland fan, why are you like repping the Bucks
Right.
the way that he was? You get what I'm saying?
Right. Has a jersey and everything. I don't have a Bucks jersey.
And then you guys you started, it was back and forth. What's better, Michigan or Ohio? And then it was just going in on Ohio State Buckeyes and then going in on Michigan Wolverines. And then I'm looking around and I'm like, man, there's a lot of white people in this damn bar. Okay. And
Wait,
I
this is
said,
still at the
these,
bar, right? This is still at
yeah,
the
no,
restaurant.
this is at the taco restaurant. And you guys are just like yelling and screaming at each other
What were you
at
that
the top
loud?
of your lungs. Yes.
Oh
And I
man.
started getting uncomfortable and I just kept I was like, man, we need to go. We need to get out of here. You know, I got to be at Colton's. And look, and if I'm just being real, like, thank you, Tom
Thanks,
Delay,
Tom.
99 cents. I was just like, I was like, look, man, I got to be at Colton's house. You know, they're cooking dinner. No, I was just wanting to get the hell out of there before like somebody was like, call the cops because you guys were arguing so hard at each other.
Yeah, but you know the problem was, like I said the other time, is like because we know everyone there, and like and our buddies like the GM and all that stuff. So like we sometimes take it a little further than we should, or we're just not, we're not worried about getting in trouble or anything like that, which kind of sucks. But the funny thing is though, Tony, who I'm arguing with, he's the manager at the first place we came from, and they're like sister
Yeah.
restaurants. So who
Hmm.
knows?
But then we get stuck in traffic going back to your place, and I'm just like, man, I want to get out of here. Your guys got to take a piss so bad, and you're just on his ass, on his ass, on his ass. And he gets out of the car because the
No,
traffic is
he's
stopped
like,
and
sir, all right,
acted
let's
like he
go,
wanted
let's
to.
go.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
want.
let's do a fight.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, and then like I don't know, man. Like they didn't want me to jump in on this because I was just observing the whole time, and the one guy was like, "Oh, shut up,
No,
Victor, Mr.
Tuddle, you said something. You
45."
said something. You said
No,
something.
I yelled, if you guys get out of there and start fighting, I'm gonna yell World Star. And his guy, your friend said something about that's racist, man. And I'm like, are you fucking are you I just did it again. You know what? This is getting demonetized. I really don't give a damn. I'm gonna rip now. But like I was like, are
Sorry,
you
Tom.
kidding me? I'm like, you guys are like arguing over who's better, Michigan or Ohio.
And then we
Guess
went to
what?
like Baker
Here,
Mayfield and the whole ordeal.
here, let me wrap this up. Both of the places that you guys came from are crappy as hell because guess where you're living right now? You're
In
living in
Florida.
Florida. So both of you can F off and S my D.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted
but
to
listen,
say.
we were seeing red at the time. All of us seeing red. I didn't care where we were, whether it was the restaurant, whether we were literally we were on the bridge in traffic when he got out the car.
Yeah. And I was just like, man, this is how mistakes are made. You know, like could you
Hmm.
see TPD rolling up there, and you got some guy, African American guy, ripped as hell, beating the hell out of his drunk
You don't
friend.
understand though. I'm way ahead of the game. Remember the guy I shook hands with earlier by the pirate ship? See,
Yeah,
that's the first person I call, just in case
no,
anything goes south.
no, yeah. I so he can get from Ray J to where you're at
I'm just saying,
faster
but
than a
you just
speeding
it's
bullet.
just
Then is what I'm saying.
mention a name. You always have to have cop friends. You have to, especially me.
Mm.
You have to.
So then I got out of there and just went home.
Oh
Went
man,
home. And it was a great time. I don't want anybody to think
I had
like
fun. I had a great
look,
time.
I had a blast, but it is one of those moments that I've had in my life where I was like, I felt like the old dude. I felt like the guy that did not belong there at all
No, but I mean,
because
it's just they're
the way
younger. I
they
mean,
looked at me when I said that I didn't drink, it was like I was I was like
is he sick or something?
yeah, they were like, does he have sex with kids? Does he do like what? Like no, I mean literally like they would have if I would have been like I'm a pedophile, they all would have been like, hell yeah, dude, bro, that's so awesome. And
Whose
then I'm
dad is
like,
this? Whose dad is
yeah,
here?
and then I'm like, I'm an alcoholic, and they look at me and it's like, shame, shame,
Yeah.
shame,
No, they liked you.
shame.
They liked you.
Mm.
So the people we went tailgating with, like, I know them, but I don't know them. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? I just know the
Ah.
guys we went with. That's it.
I mean, very, very kind,
Hmm.
very, very kind.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I gotta tell
give
you
us
though,
food, drinks. I mean, can't complain.
Turok, all right, you can disagree with me. I know your checks there and everything, but and
She can't hear you. I don't think.
hold on. The ladies, man, especially that time of the year, walking upstairs
Oh
wearing
my
nothing
god.
but white t-shirts that
Mm.
are like just and no bra too. on some of them.
See,
Like
I'm just you got glasses. You need some sunglasses, man. I put some polarized glasses on, and I'm just.
just leaning back, man, because it's like, and especially like going up the stairs, it's just you know, you're getting that like bounce to the bounce to the
Yeah, why do
bounce
you
to
think I
the
picked
run.
seats way up in the nosebleeds? You know?
Man, oh my God. I mean, Jesus. And then that one chick, I was like, man, look, let's just stand right here. See, look, this wasn't Ciroc. This was me. I was like, we got to stand right here because this bitch is about to go down this escalator. Remember the one with the
Yeah,
big white shirt on, and she
yeah.
just had
But
on
we're
like
looking,
some.
we're like looking over the side, like just no F's
Oh
given,
yeah, when
just
you're that
clearly
far
looking at
away,
the.
like when you're that far away and you look down, like what's the guy gonna do? Because
Yeah,
the
he's gonna throw
escalators
something.
are already reversed at that point.
Hmm.
So it's not like he could take the escalators back up. I could have been like, I
Or
could have
him
yelled at
like
him like
running
I
up the
could,
escalator.
yeah, I could have been like, yo, your girl, man, she's got some fine ass tees on her. And like he couldn't have done a damn thing about it. I mean, he probably could have,
You could
but I
just waited
mean,
downstairs. Yeah.
yeah, but guess what? We probably could have snuck by him.
Yep.
I'm very, very inconspicuous.
I mean, sure. If you say so. I mean, I think you're easy to point out in the
Yeah, I
crowd.
was like, yeah, that's the guy. That's the
That's him, officer.
that's the
That's him.
shooter.
Yeah, he said something about something. He hates cops. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the shooter. That's the shooter. All right, Ciroc, I appreciate it. I had an amazing time with you. I
Nope.
don't want you to think like me, like, you know, telling these stories
No, this is great.
makes you
I'm
think.
honestly, I'm glad you were there because we would have been. I mean, you just reminded me of stuff I forgot about. You need like that third person perspective, I guess.
Well, yeah, like if you notice every once in a while I'd be writing notes down and stuff like on there just to remember like what's going on. See, at your age with your experiences and stuff you get to do, this is why you need to like, you know, just start writing stuff down, like little bitty things like that, because it does
Right.
help you when you
Right.
come from the weekend. You have some stories because people love the personal stories.
Yeah, but that us arguing at the end, me and Tony, I'd probably want to forget that.
Yeah, I don't even know if we should play that audio
I
because
was
I
so I
did.
was that's so I was editing. I was trying to I need like a dump button or something where I can just because I mean it was some stuff that yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna say which one of your buddies. So we're walking down the street and somebody uses the certain word for gay people. Okay, and then he's like, yo, watch what you're saying there. And then as soon as we get in the car, he was like, with all due respect, you guys are acting like a bunch of
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, so that's how it works now. As long as you say with all due respect before it like it all
you're
works
good.
out. See,
Then you're
yeah,
good.
you're good.
You're
See, aren't
good.
you glad that you did bring me because I did observe some of these things.
Dude, he says it all the time, so I'm so like numb to it, like I don't even realize he even says
Yeah,
it
but
sometimes.
he did when we were walking down the road. Maybe he was being sarcastic then. You
Oh
know, maybe
man.
I didn't get him because like he got mad when you guys were calling each other you Ohio, you word for
Yeah.
gay people, you Michigan,
Listen, as
word
long
for
as he
gay
doesn't ever
people.
run for like Congress or something like that, or run for any political position, he's good. Like he would run, and then literally like 20 minutes later, it'd be breaking news.
Right.
So and so said this 10 years ago.
And be like Jay Gruden and be
Yeah.
like,
No, he was worse than Drake.
hey,
Jake Gruden.
wait. All right. So real quick on the Jay Gruden thing. Do you
Mhm.
think like if he would have used different words instead of the F word for gays? Because
Mhm.
I mean, some of the things he was making a little bit sense. Like, you know, like he was like, look, we have plenty of, you know, F word for gays because that's what he was saying on the
Right.
thing over and over and over again. And we made no big deal about it in Tampa. But when Sam Darnold comes in, you know, like
Mhm.
that's what got him in a lot of trouble. And then, you know, the whole Michelin tire comparison thing was not a good look either.
Well, and that's what's tough. But like like I don't know, man. Football's different. It's just, I mean, obviously these are things you shouldn't say. But if you're ever really in a locker room or on the field, like it's a reason why they
Locker room
don't
should be
mic up.
sacred. No, locker room and on the field. You know, my dad always used to say this,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, when in the scrum, like
Mm-hmm.
when you're playing football, like it's just like every man for himself. Testicles
Right.
are getting grabbed, the eyes are getting gouged. And he
Right.
was like, and my dad one day was like, I wonder how many times the N word's being said in that dog pile right now. Like, and that's a very interesting
He put
question there,
mics on like
Dad.
the field, on like on the ground, so like underneath the turf.
But do you think there should be a flag? Like, say if it's a black cornerback on a black receiver, and they were like, he was like, "Yo, you ain't got this," and said that certain word. Do you think that should be?
It's with sports. I don't know. I won't say sports. We'll say just football, for example. I mean, it's a brutal sport, man. It's just like if you were in a fight with somebody, or like if you were, I don't want to say like at war or anything like that, but like when your adrenaline's pumping, you're playing a game, you're competing. Like, I mean, things come out that you would never say, if
You're
you're really
not a.
thinking about it.
I know you're not a movie fan, but do you remember the movie The Program where they had that
Mm-mm.
Latimer guy? Well, anyways, this big black middle linebacker, like
Mm-hmm.
he would talk trash to the quarterback. He was like, he would be like, "Yo, I knew you. You raped my sister back in the day." He was like, I've been waiting for you to get out of here. He was like, because I'm gonna make you pay for it. And the quarterback's like the whole time he's like, dude, what are you talking about? I never ever like
Right.
had sex with. He was like, no, you learn. He was like, and he would just get in their head and like would rip their heads off. Like he was like, yeah, man, you it like every game he would like find
Whatever he
something
did to hype
personal.
himself up, yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, you raped my sister, man. Just waiting for you to get out of jail. Now I caught up with your ass. I know it sounds
I'll check it
weird when
out.
it coming from me, like especially
No,
with these glasses and everything on. Anyways, so Rock, tell people how they can find the weekly review.
of course. You can find it on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, aka iTunes. Just type in a weekly review, or just type in Serak, Serak, and yeah, you should see my ugly mug pop up.
All right, guys,
Why do I keep switching that up? I don't know.
I don't know. You should just stick with it.
Yeah.
Just like I say, greetings and welcome to another
Greetings.
edition. Greetings, and I should add salutations in there.
You should just say my fellow Americans.
Greetings
Say my
and
fellow Americans.
salutations. Yeah.
Good morning and good night.
Yes. All right. All right, Rock, have a good one, man.
All right, buddy. Peace.
Bye.